as the OPL takes on the GPL. Annie the first ban there, and then Varus the first one for Moss.
I'm kind of hoping that we see like some better selections when it comes to the champion select, because they've seen the others play. Maybe we won't see this Rise and the Vladimir coming in. Maybe we'll just see the Kindred being played every game, as well as the Caitlyn.
Well, maybe, as we do have Kalista banned away there. Heimerdinger also banned, and Kindred will be the final ban there for ChuChuz. So a lot of the champions 1v1 tournament, as Moss is going to get the last. Don't forget, so the players can play the same champion, so Moss has a very important task here. Which final champion does he not want in this 1v1?
So what we need to keep in mind, what champions are open that people have played in the past? I'm thinking Urgot, I'm thinking Caitlyn. Maybe we'll see some kind of AD carry mirror matchup going on here.
That would be... Literally was the final ban, of course, but Thresh, Moss, he's known as a Thresh player, he's a support, he's got to stick to what he knows.
It's like when Moss is on Thresh, he becomes Moss the boss. I just remember the game at Worlds, what he did to EDG, created a 7k lead against a world-class team. Amazing.
It was amazing, and we'll see what he can get done here. 1 versus 1. Thresh, not known for the 1v1 prowess generally, but probably not awful.
AD Thresh, I'm calling it.
Oh, yeah.
Good scaling on the E. Might work out.
Are you ready for the fervor of battle, Thresh, Yamato? Just slapping
yes,
people?
Please.
Oh my goodness. Well, ChuChuz still has to decide on his champion, of course. He's flicked through quite a number of picks, including some majors, but may just settle on the very popular and ever banned, except not this time. It is going to be Caitlyn versus Thresh.
I like that ChuChuz goes for this kind of safe choice because, as we said, most of the Australian players or the OPL players have been knocked out, only Carbon standing, so ChuChuz has to prove himself here.
Certainly does, and looks like Exhaust Ignite is going to start to be the standard here, 1 versus 1. Seen a little bit of metagaming, Barrier, Cleanse, every now and then we see a flash, but understandably, these are the 2 strongest summoner spells you can take in a 1v1.
For sure, for sure. So, like, if we could look at this matchup, it's going to be very, very strange. I think Caitlyn is going to be heavily favored simply because of the range disparity. If Moss manages to land a hook, maybe he can create something, but it is very, very hard on this very, very thin map.
It is, and that's why we've seen so many Caitlyn bans. We've seen just the pressure she can put out. She does decent damage. She's got a lot of poke. Could see tower or CS be a win condition here, of course. 100 CS, first tower down, or first blood are the 3 win conditions these players are looking for. But it's been a very surprising 1v1 tournament so far. I feel like we're starting to get a feel for what's good and what's not. But I just love that Moss did what he had to do and locked in the Thresh here.
I think the support players in this tournament are the ones that are the most exciting. Like when we saw the Nami game, that was hilarious.
Oh man, that was hype. I say, as we do get out on to Butcher's Bridge in the Snowdown Showdown, ChuChuz and Moss going to be moving out with Doran's Blades apiece. You called it, Yamato. It is going to be that AD Thresh.
Good, good. If I saw a Doran Sig, I would be so tilted right now. It just makes no sense to buy Doran Swing on this particular map because everything is about the mini wave control. So we have to really, really pay attention to the first wave. Who's going to win it? Most likely Caitlyn, but Moss has done incredible things on Thresh in the past.
He certainly has, and he has skilled up Flay here for a bit of extra auto damage. It's fully charged up now if he can give ChuChuz a nice slap in the face, but like you mentioned, Yamato, that range from Caitlyn going to make it quite tricky with the Q already leveled up. ChuChuz going to try and get that early edge.
So we got the round starting as the Mortal Kombat round 1 fight. Sadly, it's only a best of 1.
Exactly. So we can't have round 2 or 3. Very sad times. But the mini wave is here. ChuChuz will start hitting these on. Going to try and get that early. We've heard a lot how level 2 is very important in the 1v1s. Not so much about the CS, but just getting the minions down and getting the experience. As Moss moves in for the slap, takes a lot of creep damage as a result.
He went ham right away. He knows he's... Simply because ChuChuz uses up his Q ability right away to push the wave, he needs to punish that by harassing. But ChuChuz got the first hit on the wave, and we see the wave is getting pushed in.
Yep, whole wave pretty much cleared at this point. Moss is going to try and get some down. Is that Grasp of the Undying Thresh? As they are going to go in for a trade. ChuChuz, good headshot, but the Grasp keeping him alive. The Q will miss, and ChuChuz gets him very low.
Good trade for ChuChuz. He just needs to keep doing this. I don't think we're going to see any fatalities in this game. I think the towers are the ones that are going to get targeted in this matchup.
Good old Caitlyn. Well, just keeping it nice and exciting in the 1v1s, Yamato, as ChuChuz has hit level 2, ready to clear some things out. Moss level 2 as well, but he lost so much health in those early exchanges, and this is exactly what Caitlyn wants to do in a 1v1, is the hook just wide after that net. Something
that I would look out for, though, is the level 6 of Thresh. The box, even though Thresh is a support inherently, he is very, very strong on that level 6 power spec. That box does a lot of damage.
Yeah, the threshold in is not a joke, certainly. As we can see, Moss really low on health at this point. No relic just yet. It'll spawn at about 15 seconds, I believe, at 2:30. And ChuChuz level 3 with a headshot, just wants to get it in, but happy to take the CS instead. Does take a tower hit, just a little awkward.
I don't think ChuChuz is going to make the same mistake that Razor did when he mistimed the relic. He knows the spawn in. Oh, the hook.
Oh, ChuChuz does dodge it out. They're actually fighting for this relic. Moss, he's going to get it, but it might cost him. Ignites down. Exhaust gets used. Moss is low, and ChuChuz gets first blood.
Fatality. There we go. I was expecting a tower push, but instant aggression. I felt like Moss knew he was in a disadvantage, tried to go for the relic, and ChuChuz punished it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, made the right play, but ChuChuz had everything on lockdown, already had the wave pushed in, and just smart play. I mean, we expect the killer instinct from the mid laner, maybe not on Caitlyn, but that's exactly what he gets first.
But then again, even though Moss is a god on Thresh, I do not think it's the good pick on this map.
Do you think maybe you should have banned the Caitlyn away then and given him Thresh a little more opportunity to actually win the all-ins?
But to be fair, I think Caitlyn deserves to be banned in every single one we
Fair.
want. I wouldn't mind if it was globally banned, because to me, Caitlyn is probably the best champion on this map.
Wow. I mean, we've seen, a lot of Urgot, lots of other AD carries being banned, but we haven't seen that.